I found myself very surprised at how much I enjoyed this movie. I put it on thinking it's going to be very forgettable, but I ended up being engaged in the story for the whole runtime. The movie has a very late 90s slash early 2000s feel to it that makes it kind of cheesy. And the musical choices make it feel like a music video that would play on MTV at the time, but the story makes up for this. I was genuinely intrigued at what will happen to the two main protagonists, and that's probably due to a strong screenplay. The twists and turns delivered, and I think that majority of the topics the movie covers are true to life in terms of how drug trafficking in Thailand operates and how easily naive people can be framed by a charming stranger. The main aspect that brings this movie down is the direction. Jonathan Kaplan was a capable director, and this movie seems outside his style. I find his choices to be very weird, like the aforementioned MTV inspired style. Now, I don't know if that's his fault, as it was probably what the studio mandated, but I expect this movie to have a more gritty feel to it. On top of that, the performances vary a lot. Bill Pullman is great as usual. Claire Danes was okay for the most part and showed some range with a few bad moments, but Kate Beckinsale was pretty bad. However, they can be excused due to not having much experience at the time and maybe the director not giving them enough feedback and instructions. All the flaws add up, and yet, like I said previously, I enjoyed watching this, and so I can't judge it unfavorably as I rate movies based on enjoyment. It could have been a better film, but what we got is intriguing enough for me to recommend despite all the flaws that it possesses. The film concerns about a pair of young girls, Claire Danes, Kate Beckinsale, take a vice-filled vacation to Thailand. Then they're deceived by an Australian drug dealer. Suddenly they're busted in the Thai airport attempting to smuggle hard drug in their luggage. Then they are sentenced to a nightmare and cruel prison as an example to other potential smugglers. The young girls are convicted long time in a squalid third world prison. They're only helped by an expatriate advocate, Bill Pullman, in law, and his supporter, Jacqueline Kim. Later, enduring tremendous physical and mental, the girls seek their chance at escape. This powerful and gripping movie is a jail drama based indirectly on true events. The picture relies heavily on the enjoyable relationship between Beckinsale and Danes, more than on legal problems and brutal conditions from prison. Despite contributing a final twist to the extremely suspenseful climax, Claire Danes' role feels too contrived and is the greatest gap in the movie. The story follows the wake of Midnight Express Alan Parker and Return of Paradise Joseph Rubin. The film is shot in Philippines as the government of Thailand was none too pleased by the screenplay. The motion picture is well directed by Jonathan Kaplan. He's a veteran director with hits Accused, Love Field, and flops Unlawful Entry, Bad Girls, Rating, Good, and well worth seeing. It's refreshing to see a movie that you think will end happily, just like almost every other American movie, and then be surprised when that doesn't happen. I like a happy ending as much as the next guy, but sometimes it's better to portray things in a more realistic manner, and I thought Brokedown Palace did this very well. The ending, with one friend basically sacrificing herself for the other, thus redeeming her earlier poor behavior, which got them into the situation in the first place, was very moving. I almost rather would have done without the last line, which proved that she didn't actually do the deed she confessed to, because that would have made the movie more about the friendship between the two girls and less about the crime. Whether she did it or not wasn't that important. The story itself bordered on the cliche, but the actresses kept my attention with their excellent performances. Very realistic, very captivating. If you like my nostalgic 90s movie review, press the like button. And if you like my review, please don't forget to subscribe my channel.